Oh my God, I cannot believe I'm uploading to this channel. But welcome back to NikeTV. So I'm on my first cross country road trip. Can you call it that? I mean, I guess so, because I'm traveling through several different states. But then I stopped to use the bathroom at a McDonald's in Pennsylvania, and I started feeling a little nostalgic because they have the steak, egg, and cheese bagel that I have not seen in years. Look at that. It doesn't look the same, but let's hope it tastes the same. Anywho, it got me to thinking about how so many things change, yet they stay the same. And, I came on this trip because, my aunt had some medical things going on with her, and I just wanted somebody to be there with her, And I also felt like it was twofold. It'll give me some time to think. It'll give me some time to kind of figure out where I want my life to go. Because before I start feeling like a failure, because I do not, things happen. I had to realize that, at this big age that I am now. Because the old me would have been, oh, woe is me. I would have been, just wallowing in a pity party. And there was no need for that. I realized that God does everything well. He does everything for a reason and in his own timing. And had I not gone through what I've recently gone through, I would not have been able to be here for my aunt, who is an absolute warrior, by the way. And I'm just going to say F cancer. I try to keep this channel clean, but you know the sentiments. Anyway, so I came also to see if I could live in my home state of New Jersey as an adult. And while it's cool and all, I realized that I was kind of holding on to an illusion of what I thought New Jersey would be. I know it from a younger perspective. I know it from, just things not being the way that they are now. And I realized that life goes on. Everything has changed for everybody. They have children, there are jobs, there are just pressures of life. And while my time here was cool, I stayed 5 weeks. Today actually makes the 5th week that I was in New Jersey. I just realized, at this point in my life, it is not for me. And I have to realize what it is that I want to do with myself so that I can be grounded, so that I can feel like, I'm back in a place of stability almost. And, I got to thinking about wilderness experiences and how we make things all philosophical. And the truth is that life is just gonna life. I mean, where you are right now is where you're meant to be for whatever reason. And I must say that this trip taught me that. And, I wanted to do the ride solo. I drove up by myself. I wanted to drive back by myself. I didn't even tell anybody I was leaving, besides my aunt and uncle, because I was leaving their house. But, I can be so impressionable sometimes, and I didn't want anybody to talk me out of anything, anybody to stop me. Nope, I have to do things on my own timing and in my own way so that I can get a feel of Naisha and not from anybody else's opinion, anybody else's advice. Just be led and guide the way I need to be led and guide. And I just figured, no, I did not chronicle my trip on the way going. But since I'm on the way back home, I guess South Carolina is home. I just figured, while I'm out here, I would chronicle my journey, and I'll have something to look back on, something to remember at this point in my life. And hopefully You know, once I stabilize again, we won't be in this place. But even if we are, I realize that there is a beauty in the unknown. You know, the old me would have been afraid of that. I don't like uncertainty. I don't like knowing not knowing what I'm going to do from one day to the next. But there's kind of like an excitement in this because I get to curate that. You know, I get to figure out what it is that's going to make me happy. And this time, you know, thank you, Jesus, I'm not stressing about anything. You know, I got things covered, at least for a while. You know, of course, I can't do it forever, but I get to figure it out. And I'm grateful for that. For whatever reason, all of this happened. You know, I am so grateful to be able to figure this out for myself. So I'm gonna cut this part of the video and I'll be back maybe when we get to another state or something interesting happens. But I hope you guys enjoy watching. I had to come back real quick to say this is disgusting. It is so dry and so ugh. I'm tempted to go in there and get my money back, but I ain't gonna do it. I'm just saying it was for the culture. You know, I wanted to experience it, and I did. But some things should just be left in the past, and this was one of them. The mountains up there are so beautiful. Oh, I need that in my life. But I don't think
in a quarter mile, turn right onto the US 22 West Road to Harrisburg.
Thank you, GPS. Just cannot believe that my orange juice burst in my cup holder. McDonald's, do better. You know, had I never stopped to use the restroom, I would have never saw that little nasty steak bagel that y'all always changing the formula. Oh God, look at that. Y'all always changing the formula to something. Like, stop changing the formula.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
The steak, egg, and cheese bagel was good as it was. Now that just tastes like, look, my camera don't want to stay up. Y'all, hold on. Y'all, do northern states have sundown towns? Because I swear, the way this GPS is taking me to find Dunkin' Donuts, baby. Oof. I don't know. But I'm still in Pennsylvania. I'm looking for...
Head southeast on Wolf Creek Road toward South 4th Street. In 500 feet, turn left onto South 4th Street.
GPS.
Turn left onto South 4th Street.
My GPS just will not shut up. Every time I want to talk, here it goes. But I need it, so I'm not going to complain.
In 800 feet, turn left onto Old US 22.
But yes, it's like weird out here. I wish I could turn the camera.
Turn left onto Old US 22.
And it's taking me in a circle. It's weird. The kids, what time is it? 8:30. The kids are still waiting on the school bus. That's crazy. Here's the bus right here.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Mountain Road.
I just want some coffee. Sheesh. Just want y'all to see what I'm seeing here.
Turn right onto Mountain Road.
Turn right onto Mountain Road. Well, there's a Dollar General. I could always use the Dollar General. So I think I am going to...
In a quarter mile, you will arrive at your destination. Head west on Old US 22 toward Roadside Drive.
Made it in the Dollar General. I was so scared they were not going to be open. But hopefully they have bags because New Jersey does not have bags. Not for free anyway. You have to pay for them. And I can't see me walking out of here with a handful of groceries again and no bags. I'm leaving that life behind. They have this bubbly. I see people keep talking about it. It's $3.95 for an 8-pack. That's not bad. I can already tell the prices here are a lot more reasonable than Jersey. Even South Carolina, some of the prices. Nice little Dollar General. I guess as nice as a Dollar General can be. Gonna miss these little sodas. This is what I was stocking up with at my aunt's house for her little beverage cooler. Get some snacks. Here is the problem with me and why I am not good at picking up snacks. Because if I'm not hungry at the time that I'm doing it, I can literally not think of anything that I want. And so it gets to a point where I'm looking at stuff like, nah, don't want that, because my stomach is not ready to receive it. But I'm gonna try to beat that feeling today and just get me some stuff. So if I start feeling lunchy, then I'll have, you know, a little arsenal. I've secured the bag, if that's what you want to call it. I'm not gonna tell y'all I got 3 bags of crybabies since the Dollar General that I was going to in Jersey. They had them one day and then they didn't have them anymore after that, and I've been wanting them. So I got 3 bags, you know. And they also did not have pecan spin wheels in Jersey, so I got some from here, and that's the extent of what I got at Dollar General. Hopefully that will give me some energy, because I still have a long road ahead of me. But my strategy is to always drive in the daytime, because as long as it's day, I'm good. Nighttime, my body starts shutting down. It thinks that we're supposed to be in the bed, because we are. And yeah, I'm just eager to get to my bed, to get to my apartment. I have never been gone away from my immediates this long. It's been, like I said, a month and a week so far. So need to go check on the home front, see what's going on. I was proactive. I took out my trash. I got the milk out of the fridge, gave that to my nephew. So it shouldn't be too much of anything that I'm coming home to, but you know, who knows? It's been forever. I ordered a book too, and I got a mysterious email from FedEx, but it looked like a scam email. But it was right around the time where I ordered that book, and it was like, we tried to reach you, but we couldn't. I don't know if FedEx requires signatures or not, but if so, then that's somewhere floating, and I gotta figure that out. But I'm not gonna do any of that until I get home. Okay, let's start the second leg of this journey. Just had to ask the girl at the Dunkin' Donuts pickup window, I'm like, what part of Pennsylvania am I in? She said, you're in Charlottesville or something. She was like, right next to Hamburg. I'm like, I don't know any of that. She was like, me either. I'm from Hamburg. Girl, I don't know that either, you know. But I decided to take the back way this time through the mountains, because I just always liked that way since my mom and we went that way. And child, when I tell you this place is taking me through all of these backwoods country towns that I did not know existed in the Northeast America, baby. All right, I'll be back. Look at my hair. I don't know what my hair is doing or why I keep. Just as I said that, a truck tried to run me off the road. I mean, what happened to the courtesy of getting over when you see someone else getting off the exit? That's the only thing about this route. It's so many trucks. And look how one is riding my behind. You should not be able to see a truck through my camera, through my rear view mirror. But there it is. You know, that's what they do. They try to intimidate you off the road, but they don't know. And anywho, so far, Philadelphia is shooting 0 for 0 with their restaurants. This coffee is absolutely disgusting. So that's more wasted money. McDonald's, I'm going to write a strongly. Dear Mr. Royal Hampton.
Dear Mr. Royal Hampton.
Okay? Because I don't know what y'all was doing with that steak bagel, but maybe take it back off the menu, because that ain't it. This coffee, on the other hand, I asked for a small hazelnut coffee, light and extra sweet. Heavy on the extra sweet. That's what I got. I don't even know if this is hazelnut because I don't taste the difference. And it's definitely not extra sweet. But I have to remember that my version of extra sweet is not everybody else's. But that is what it is. It's 0 for 0. That truck back there, he decided he knew what was good for him, huh? Because these trucks ain't playing fair. I get it. This is more of a semi route. I get it. But there are cars here as well. Y'all do not own the road, honey. I gotta talk to my grandfather about this. I have deduced that he has been driving trucks since 1973. So that's 50 years of truck driving. I gotta just ask him, like, what goes through y'all's head when y'all are on these roads? I don't know where the people next to me are traveling from, honey, but when I say they are my spirit animals, they are knocked out. Doors open, head slumped, the driver got his head. It's crazy out here. I get it. I understand. Okay. I don't know why driving long distances always lulls people to sleep. Well, me in particular, but these people next to me, they must have been driving, honey, because they are knocked out. I wish I could show you. Probably can. If you look this way a little bit, you can see one dude. He's knocked out in the back. And see, the passenger side door is kind of open. The guy in there is knocked out, and the driver, he's like head back, mouth open. I get it. I feel you, honey. But I had to stop and use the restroom. Another thing about being on the truck route is it says rest area / way station. So I'm like, is this for cars or is... But luckily when I got here, I saw the truck route and I saw the car direction, because I was like, I gotta stop here. I'm not in no truck, but the next rest area is not for another 42 miles, and sis can't hold that. So yeah, this is it, the rest area / way station. And shout out to the Philadelphia or Pennsylvania Department of Transportation for making this accessible to cars. Rest area bathrooms are always so nasty. Whew. Got that over with. Shout out to my Aunt Claudia Gaddis for these 800 milligram ibuprofens, because what just happened to me, I'm gonna need them. So I think I'm right on the highway. I don't have too far to go. I'm trying not to run my GPS too much because it's just intrusive, and I got quite a ways on this highway before I'll need it again. So I'm back in the car. I want to let my neighbors from Illinois sleep. I did see their license plate, so they are from Illinois. So I guess that's like a long trip. Is it? We're in Pennsylvania. I don't know, but yeah, out of here. If you could see it, pay attention, honey. But they are knocked out. I had to video that for memory purposes. By the time anyone watches this, I will be home. But I just want to know how. On God's green earth, honestly. I went from 9 hours and 5 minutes on the GPS to 9 hours and 52 minutes. I turned the GPS off trying to be smart because it said I had 371 miles on this one highway, and somehow I lost the whole 47 minutes. You know, what's that lady's name? Maxine, somebody? Reclaiming her time.
Reclaiming my time. Several times. Reclaiming my time. We were doing.
Because what happened? How did I add 47 minutes on to my trip when all I had to do was go straight? Now, there was a time when I was about to veer off to the right, and then I thought I should keep straight, so I like jumped back in the middle and kept on going. I wonder if I took a wrong turn. Speaking of wrong
In
turn,
a quarter mile, continue straight onto US 322 West, Horseshoe Pike.
Can't turn off the GPS anymore. She keeps interrupting me. But speaking of wrong turns, I am eager to get to West Virginia. Why? Because I love the rolling hills, and you know, although I'm not going to get
Continue straight onto US 322 West, Horseshoe Pike.
GPS. Although I'm not going to get to be there alone because you really just pass through, and I think on this route...
Continue on US 322 West for 11 miles.
Okay, lady. I think on this route, Virginia is the longest state. You know, the opposite is North Carolina if I were on 95. But I want to get to West Virginia. I have 131 miles of gas, so I really want to stop and fill up here. I don't want to let it get down to E. I'm trying to conserve a little bit of my coin, you know. But yeah, I thought, you know, that threw me from 9 hours and 5 minutes, and my camera keeps, it's like we having all types of technical issues here. But 9 hours and 5 minutes to 9 hours and 52 minutes. It's like the whole trip was supposed to be only 11 hours, and I have been driving well over 2 hours. So somewhere along there, I picked up 47 minutes. So I ain't happy. I don't know if y'all ever played the game Farmville. I think it's on Facebook, or it could be like a app store game. Anyway, I am literally driving through Farmville. There are nothing but farms around here. Like, I saw at least 3. As you can see on that time lapse, it goes pretty fast, but there's just nothing but farmland through here. Different types of agriculture. I see a lot of livestock. Oh shoot, okay, all right. And then people stop in the middle of the road like this, so you gotta make sure you have good brakes, because yeah, that's just what they do, you know. Well, thank God I'm a pretty decent driver, because that could have been ugly, you know. No passing zone. He clearly did not adhere to that, but I think I'm in Hershey. I want to say I'm in Hershey because I keep seeing signs for that. Whereas where Hershey Park is, but I've never been there, so I can't reference it. And there were no like town signs up, but I keep seeing signs for Hershey. So maybe I will find that out in just a little bit. But you got to pay attention through here. The roads are tight, and these people drive crazy. Okay, and the gas is so high. Why is gas almost $4 a gallon when I got gas for $3.36 in New Jersey? Even though that is ridiculous, but $3.96 is just a lot in this little backwoods town, and they know that people are going to pay it because you off in the boonies somewhere. Oh, I see Land O'Lakes. That's where they make the butter at. Okay. See some stuff. Curiously, Audible, I don't know if you guys listen to audiobooks, but I can't even talk. Audible is located in Newark, New Jersey. We were driving to New York, and I saw it. And I don't know why that excited me, but I love geography and things like that, so that excited me. Nerd! So I thought I would share that with you guys, but somebody get me out of this backwoods. So I'm over it. It's more scenic than 95. That is the reason why I wanted to come this way, and plus I wanted to pass through West Virginia again. Why? I don't know. I was just fascinated with the state the first time we did it, even though you only get a little piece of it. But I'm over it now. I want to get out of Pennsylvania. Killinger Creek. If anybody has any reference of where that is, let me know, because I do not. Thank God I chose to drive in the daytime, because I would be absolutely panicky at night. I don't like being in areas like this after dark. I'll be back. Campbelltown, village of Campbelltown. And we are 4 miles out from Hershey, so not quite there yet. But I guess leading up to it is all farmland. How wonderful. We are indeed in Hershey, Pennsylvania. And I think it's rather peculiar that the GPS took me through the Milton Hershey School, but I'm glad it did. I'm not mad about it. I told y'all I love geography. I love sightseeing. I love seeing things like that. I didn't know it was like such an open campus, which is kind of, sort of, probably not the safest thing in the world, but it's there. As soon as you go around the traffic circle, you're actually on the school premises. And that's a big school. I mean, to say that it's for school kids, it's pretty big. It looks like a college. You can see like the admissions building and all of that. It's a very historic school, and I love stuff like that. And up.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Hawkersville Road.
Hawkersville Road. If you keep going straight, I'm guessing it takes you to Hershey Park. I had to see that another day. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. Philadelphia just keeps getting longer. We're gonna make the best of it.
Turn right onto Hawkersville Road.
My GPS wanted to say something. I'm trying to get out of this area before I get gas, because I can't see myself paying $3.89. I can't. Hershey Farm Market. I guess they mean farmers market? I don't know. That just doesn't seem really grammatically correct. Ooh, let me go. Gotta go.
Continue on Hawkersville Road for half a mile.
Hawkersville Road for half a mile. It's kind of crazy through here too. But if it gets me closer to home, I'm with it. It was a hard decision leaving, in the midst of my aunt's recovery, but I think God.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto US 422 West Chocolate Avenue.
West Chocolate Avenue. I thank God that she's good. She seems to have her strength. We went for her follow-up on Monday, and all seems well. Thank you, God. No chemo, no radiation. So that made it a little easier to know that.
Turn left onto US 422 West Chocolate Avenue.
She's doing well, and I can always, come back. Tomorrow is my mother's birthday. She probably thinks that I am not going to be there with her, but the Lord willing and the creek don't rise, I'm going to be there. She doesn't know it. My sisters don't know it. I was just talking to them, and they're like, come home, we've had enough. And I'm like, I'm coming next week. So it's going to be really funny to see their reaction when they realize that I am home. I'm a glutton for punishment, because I'm sure back at McDonald's, the Verizon just stressed me out, so I had to come here. Get me a caramel frappe. My hair is looking crazy. But I ordered it. Hopefully it makes up for the full. This has been a trip already. Verizon and their non-compromising behinds. I just paid them. For some reason, they wanted another pay. Whatever. Thank God I had the means to do it. But y'all would not believe me if I told y'all that even this is nasty. I don't know what's going on in Philadelphia. If it's your water, if y'all just, I don't know, like, but even this tastes funny, and it's nothing but a caramel frappe. At this point, I might as well just not get it. And then it's McDonald's again. I had to stop here because it was the closest thing, and I had to use the restroom. I know that's TMI, but here I am. Must be a glutton for punishment, I don't know, but I'm taking the time to rest a little second. I'm down to 8 hours and 55 minutes. It is now 11:06. I left New Jersey at approximately 5:45 a.m. this morning. No major mishaps, just a bunch of small stuff. Thank God. But yeah, this is what I need to be doing right now. Day drinking. And we're gonna keep on trucking. And it's my grandmother's birthday today. She was born October 11th, 1947. She is now in heaven, if there's anybody in heaven. Some people would tell you that you don't get to heaven till Jesus comes back. Others will tell you that they're there now, so wherever she is. Happy birthday, Grandma. Thank you for clearing the path for me, making the way straight. I'm trying to get home to your daughter and your grands and your great-grands. Let me show you how the tide has changed. Look at this. Can y'all see that? It is so rural around here. And my friends, what is the sheets? What sheets? Anyway, my friends who live further north than I do in Jersey and beyond, they will have me believe that South Carolina is just the utmost in, excuse my finger, it's just the utmost in southern living. But I am under the impression that all of these states are like that. I mean, I don't want to hear it no more because I am smack dab in the middle of farmland, and this is a lot more like South Carolina than I ever thought. And I'm still in Pennsylvania, which is such a long state, by the way. Good God almighty. It's like the GPS keep adding time. But yeah, I had to... What is this? What is sheets? Look at this. This is like a Flying J or a pilot. Look at that over there. Child, please. Don't believe the hype, y'all. I am embarrassed to tell y'all just how excited I just got passing over the Appalachian Trail. Appalachian, however you say it. If anybody knows me, has heard me mention it before, I have always wanted to see what it was like to through hike the Appalachian Trail. That means starting from Georgia to Katahdin in Maine. I think it's in Maine. But I knew that it ran through here, so you have to go through all of these states. And I just went over through the overpass. And oh, what's going on here? Okay, that was a truck. It's truck central out here, and one was trying to make a turn wider than the road would allow. Anyway, I went over the Appalachian Trail, and I just got so excited. Like, I did not know that I was going to do that. And the trails, like, I see some of the markers that mark the trails, and I guess that's the way that you walk through. It's like an overpass bridge type of thing. But yes, I just got so freaking exciting, and I am not giving up on that dream.
In a quarter mile, use the right lane to take the I-81 South ramp to Chambersburg.
I don't care how that sounds to anybody. I want to. If I can't through hike it, which means from Georgia to Maine, then I at least want to walk it.
Use the right lane to take the I-81 South ramp.
I know how that sounds and how dangerous that can be, but life is about risks, right?
In 1,000 feet, merge onto I-81 South.
And it might be a dream that I never realized. I don't know. But it's a dream nonetheless. And I was excited to go that. That's why I wanted to come this way, because I just find it more scenic than 95. And we always do 95. But I just wanted to see something other than that if I'm going to be driving for all of these hours. And let me tell you, it has been an adventure so far. Okay, oh my gosh. The trucks are just...
Continue on I-81 South for 332 miles.
So numerous. Okay, so it's telling me to continue on I-81 South for 332 miles. If this GPS adds more time on, I'm gonna flip out. And I'm ready to get out of Pennsylvania. Why is this state so darn long? Where's West Virginia? Where's Maryland? Something other than Pennsylvania, please. And lower y'all gas prices. Y'all don't even have enough scenery to be charging that amount of money. Like, y'all still got an old Getty gas station, old Gulf gas station. Why is that more than the Sheets or whatever that gas station is? I don't know. Rant over. But yeah, I came on because of the Appalachian Trail. I stayed for the gas prices and for these GPS. And I know I said that I was not going to fill up while I was here, but I lied. $30 got me back to full, and I filled up for $3.79 a gallon, I think it was. But I'll tell you this, okay? If I miss anything about New Jersey other than the obvious, it's not having to get out of my car to pump gas. You know, when I started this trip this morning, I just pulled up to the Wawa. I'm like, fill it up. Ain't had to move or nothing. I wish other states would adopt that. That'll bring jobs. And that will eliminate having to get out of your car to pump gas. All right. Going around this steep curve. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm still in Pennsylvania. Now here's the thing, because my GPS is still saying I have a little less than 8 hours left. My aunt just called me and she said, okay, you left at 5:45. It's 12 something. Let's say we got off the phone at 12:20. Had I gone 95, I would have been well into Virginia right now. But no, fast me wanted to go through the mountains, and I believe that time is being added on to my sentence. And I say my sentence because this car is feeling much like a prison right now. I keep checking the GPS. I'm like, did I make a wrong turn? But I think what happened was I got turned around when I turned my GPS off back at the rest area, and I was supposed to veer off, but I'm not going to dwell on it. I should be home between 6 and 7, hopefully. And then I have to factor into it as well that I've been doing a lot of stopping. Passing the Target headquarters now, Target warehouse or whatever that is. I have been doing a lot of stopping, and I typically do that when I'm by myself just to stretch my legs and see what I see. But I think I'll feel better once I get out of this state. Pennsylvania is such a long state. Good God Almighty. Like, I'm used to passing through states. You know, Virginia and North Carolina, yes, you drive through those. But like Washington and Maryland and Delaware, all of that, you just really just zoom through those. But that ain't happening. Like, I have literally driven the entirety of the state of Pennsylvania. And I don't know how I feel about that. But I can't dwell on it now. You know, but what I do want to dwell on is when I get home, I got to make some changes. And not even changes, you know, the changes people talk about when they're on life trips or they've been gone for a while. They're like, oh, everything. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I got to figure out what it is I want to do with my life. You know, I will tell you that some roadblocks were thrown in my way. No fault of my own. Whatever God's plan is, I'm learning to trust that and adhere to that. I'm not going to tell you that it's easy. It's not easy for anybody, I would imagine. But, you know, there are some things that I need to do to get myself more stable and back on track, you know, back on solid ground. And I think I'm going to take this long trip to appreciate the fact that I had the time to think. You know, I don't have the distractions right now, don't have the interruptions other than my GPS, which I need because sister girl, she keeps, I think I'm going to change the voice too, but she getting on my nerves. But there goes that ADHD, off topic, just that quick. Yeah, like I gotta figure some things out. You know, and the beautiful thing about it, like I was saying earlier, is that I have time and I have the means right now. Not forever, God knows, but you know, I have a little bit of time to figure that out, whether it's getting my business focusing on, because, you know, my love language is creativity. I love that, and why not get paid for it? There are some projects that I have in the works. I'm not going to talk too much about that because everybody don't want to see you prosper. You know, and I don't like to talk about things before it's time, because if it don't pan out, then you ain't got nothing to throw in my face. I know that's a cynical way to look at life, but it's been my experience, so we're going to pass on by that. But yeah, I'm even trying to embrace the beauty of this state that I'm in right now, and I mean the literal state of Pennsylvania. I'm trying not to rush anything, because, you know, we don't know how much time we have left. We do not. And so, you know, I'm trying to embrace every experience. I've never been away from home for over a month the way that I have, except for when I went to college, I believe. And, you know, that was refreshing to me. But now I'm ready to take life by the horns. I'm ready to tackle things. I just spoke to my aunt. She sounds good. You know, that's off my heart, because my heart was heavy having to leave her. But, you know, life in time waits for no man, you know. So I had to pick up and do what I had to do. I got some appointments to meet in Columbia. And, you know, by the grace of God, I'm going to be doing that. But, you know, it's just a lot on my mind. It's a lot heavier than people tend to believe that it is. And, you know, folks will tell you, oh, it'll work out. But that's easy to say when you're on the other side of the fence. You know, if I was not in my position and I was in somebody else's position and they were venting, I probably would tell them the same thing. It'll work out. That's generic. You know, that's just what we've been fine-tuned to tell people. We've been conditioned to tell people it's going to work out. And, you know, we hoping as much as they do that those words are true. But in this season, in this time, and at this juncture, I don't have time for hope. I have to make things happen, you know, and that's another reason why I wanted to make this vlog. I want to hold myself accountable for the things that I do say, the things that I do. I want to be more intentional about things. You know, I'm tired of talking about it and not being about it, putting my hands to the plow. And you know what? God is so amazing the way that he does things. You know, while I was at my job and I was, you know, able to have what I had, I was buying machines like crazy. Didn't understand it, you know. I already had my Cricut machine, but I was buying notebook cinches. I was buying just different things and storing it up, because Lord knows I can't use it all at one time. But I was storing these things up, and at one point I asked myself, like, why are you doing all this? And it didn't make sense to me then, but it makes sense to me now, because I had the means then, and now I have the opportunity to use these things and put them to use. You know, I didn't know what was going to happen. I never in a million years thought that I would be going through a rift, but God knew. And so he equipped me. He made sure that I had what I needed. And that's the way I'm trying to look at things. I'm tired of being cynical. I'm tired of living in depression. I'm tired of living in fear. All of that. This is life. Life is going to happen. It's going to continue to happen. So why not take the opportunity that I have? I have a unique opportunity right now, as a matter of fact, to explore and see what it is that's going to make me happy. You know, at home, I realize that I am my best self when I am in my home. I can create. There is silence. There is noise. There is anything that I need for it to be in that moment. I know how to curate it. I know how to make sure that I am comfortable. And, you know, I don't want to say I'm in a comfort zone, because nothing good ever comes out of a comfort zone. But I'm in my space where I feel the most creative, where I feel the most free. And, you know, that is why I am kind of eager to get back home. A month ago, you wouldn't heard me say that I was ready to get out of South Carolina, because I just felt like it was no longer for me. And you know what? It may not be, but right now it is home. And while I call it home, that is where I am my best self. And I'm trying to get back there. And it's crazy how a long drive just brings so many things to the forefront of your mind. It's crazy how a long drive just regulates your emotions, even if it's just for the time being. I'm grateful for it, because I'm no longer in that space where my head is wandering. You know, just to be candid, I got back on my my mental health meds, and now, no, I'm not crazy, before people start saying that. But depression is real, people. But I have not had to take them. I have not had to swallow a pill. And I thank God for that as well. My mood is stabilized. And I'm going to knock on wood, my head. Because, baby, when I tell you, it gets real, it gets real. And, you know, just in this time of breathing, of stepping away, of, you know, just being able to highlight what it is that I can do when I'm at home versus when I'm gone, you know, it has brought a whole lot of things into perspective for me. The way that my family showed me how much I am valued, how much I am missed on the home front. It made me see that I am, you know, I'm not by myself. You know, there are people behind me. There are people standing with me who want the best for me, and I want the best for them in return. And I think the best justice that I can do them is to be my best self. That's a lot of best, but it is what it is, you know. So while I'm driving, oh, wait a minute, squirrel. I see a sign that says state line. So hopefully that's me getting out of Pennsylvania. But while I'm driving, I'm going to continue to just hear. I'm going to continue to listen and see what it is that my heart guides me to. Because Lord knows, you know, it is crunch time. It is crunch time. I ain't going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to make it seem like it's going to be all sunshine and rainbows, because I'm pretty sure that it is not. It's probably going to be an uphill battle. However, I'm prepared because I got that time away. You know, my heart is at ease. It's settled because I went and I accomplished what I set out to do in New Jersey. My aunt is good. I can't say that enough. You know, there is a lightening of a load taking place in me because Lord knows, I love that lady and I want her to be okay. And, you know, just knowing that she is now I can move on to the next thing. I can tackle the next thing. And again, today is my grandmother's birthday, so it's like, on this day, it's always thought-provoking for me. It's always sad, but it's also time for reflection, you know, not just on her and on her life and on the life she lived, but on my own life. You know, tomorrow's my mother's birthday. And I know she wants me to be there. You know, that's another thing I struggle with. I struggle with letting people down. I struggle with disappointment and disappointing people. And I don't want to say, oh, thank you, Jesus, y'all, I'm in Maryland. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Welcome to Maryland.
Thank you. Yes, I struggle with that. And so, you know, I'm learning how to live life on my own terms. Everybody's not going to be happy 100% of the time. I'm not happy 100% of the time. Not with my actions, not with other people's actions, but life still goes on, you know. And so that is what I'm learning at the big age of 38. I'll be 39 here in a couple of months. And then comes 40. You know, I can't keep living my life that way. Who knows how much time we have left, you know. I'm 11 miles from West Virginia, y'all. Remember that. 11 miles, 11 minutes from West Virginia. Yeah, that is that's my promise to myself, you know, to not keep living life on the verge of someone else's expectations and opinions, because I did that. And I was talking to my other aunt one day when I was doing her hair, my Aunt Claudia, and I told her, I said, you know, as the eldest child, it's very difficult to grapple with someone being disappointed in you. It's very difficult to be disrespectful or to, you know, say the thing that is not expected of you to say, or to do the thing that is not expected of you to do. A lot of times we find ourselves doing things that we don't want to do because we're afraid of that disappointment. We've been conditioned to believe that it rests on our shoulders, and I'm unlearning that. I'm unlearning that mentality. I'm unlearning that feeling of, oh, if you do this or you do that, somebody's going to be disappointed. Okay, you know, I can't really avoid that anymore. I spent my whole life doing that. But what I can do, I will, you know, and I'm all about making people happy. I'm all about making people smile, but no longer to the detriment of myself, if that makes any sense. You know, I can't keep neglecting Naisha to make other people happy. But I am happy happy now because I am out of Pennsylvania. I feel like that is a huge accomplishment because Lord knows I thought I would be driving through that state until Jesus came home, baby, until he came back. But I shall return, hopefully, when I get to West Virginia. I know I'm only going to be passing through, but I'm going to try to stop on an exit or something just so I can take in a little bit of the state, because that was my whole reason for coming this way. And I tell you if it was worth it or not, because right now I'm feeling like I need to reclaim my time. I need my hours back, honey, because I would have been down the road if I was on 95. But again, everything happens for a reason. Who knows why God redirected me. It is official, you guys. I am in West Virginia. There's nothing to see here. I'm just excited. I'm happy. You know, this is really the highlight of my trip. I wanted to come through here, and now I'm here. And it ain't crap out here. But I don't know. I'm weird like that sometimes. I get fixated on certain places and wanting to see certain things because, again, I'm a geography buff. And again, the Appalachian Trail. I've done quite a bit of research about West Virginia, and it is what you think it is. Watched a documentary about America's most inbred family, and they live up in the mountains of West Virginia, which is the mountain state, coincidentally. It ain't much, y'all. It ain't much. I just wanted to come. I don't know. And I feel like I have arrived at the point of my trip where it's like the halfway point. I am at yet another rest area. I have passed through New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Maryland, and West Virginia. I am now in the official state of Virginia, and it is getting hotter by the hour. I thought it was cold, but clearly not. I know one thing. There's a lot of weirdness going on around here. I went on Waze, the other GPS app, because I wanted to see if it had a better route for me. And I'm going through Virginia. You know, radar detectors are illegal, but Waze normally tells you if police are coming and da-da-da, because, you know, we don't mess with Virginia like that. And my family, because Virginia is crazy on cops. But it's telling me it can't find a route. All right, I'm somewhere in Virginia. And I think I can do without all these trucks. That's the one thing I can do without. I'm hungry too. I haven't had anything except the hash brown and that one bite of that dry behind steak biscuit from McDonald's. I'm still mad about that. So I'm looking for something to eat now. Can't chew on gum and candy, but for so long. I don't know what I want though. Just something quick. I found me a King Burger. If you know, you know.
Welcome to King Burger, where we could do it your way, but don't get crazy.
Let's try to get, we appreciate your patience. We are training awesome new team members.
Take a look at our menu and someone will be right with you.
Okay.
What can I get for you?
May I have a number 5 with light mayo?
I'm sorry?
A number 5 with light mayo, add cheese.
And cheese?
Yes, I don't want any ketchup, no mustard, no onions or pickles.
Number 5 with cheese, light mayo. You don't want any what on there?
I don't want any ketchup, mustard, onions or pickles.
What's the drink?
I will take a Coke, please.
All right, what else for you?
You have bacon on that?
All right.
That's it.
841, second window.
All right.
Is that drink for you?
Thank you.
And your food be out in a minute.
All right. They said they were training.
Is that food?
Thank you. Awesome new team members. Let's see. Bread is a little brown. I am at yet another rest area. I need to use the restroom. We're doing good on gas. I have run my mouth. I've just been driving. In between that, listening to my podcasts. I'm at the point now, I can't wait to get home, get a shower, do something to my hair. But we're taking it step by step. Still in Virginia rest area, mile 158 south. That's what it says. World War II Veterans Memorial Highway. This is definitely not stuff that you see on 95. Not at all. But we are here. Ew. I hate when guys do that. You don't have to touch yourself. Ugh. Anywho, let me mind my business. Yeah. I'm a little sick and tired of driving. I must admit that. But we still got 4.5 hours until we get home. I'm telling you, I lost some time somewhere. Because this was supposed to be quicker. At the rate that I'm going, I'm not going to get home until about 8:30, 9 o'clock tonight. And I left New Jersey at 5:45. Listen, all I'm saying is, even people in prison know how to courtesy flush, okay? This is why I hate rest area bathrooms. Courtesy flush, okay? Like, that's all I'm asking. But it served my purpose. Oh, I am stuck in traffic. My GPS said that it found a better route, but I swear this GPS keeps adding time. Like, how am I back to 4 hours and 40 minutes? I'm still on the same route. So I'm accounting for the fact that maybe in this better route, it's adding time, but I don't see how that's better. That's almost 5 hours still left on the road, and I left at 5:45 a.m. I'm gonna keep on trucking because, I mean, I've come too far, but Jesus Christ. Trying not to get annoyed. Trying not to get annoyed, but I'm about this far from it. And right here, I'm gonna throw in a shout out to my brother Antoine for keeping the secret, because he found out that I left, and I told him not to tell anybody. So if I find out between now and then that you let it slip, bro, I'm taking my shout out back. But if you hold it down, you a real one. It's my good brother. Let's see. Left, exit 143, Virginia Western Community College, Virginia's Blue Ridge Tourist Info Center, left exit. I'm desperate at this point because I am stuck in traffic, and I cannot do this traffic. I did traffic 3 times on the way to New Jersey. This is like number 2 on the way back. So the GPS said I should be exiting in about 2 to 3 minutes, so I'm looking forward to that because me and traffic don't mix. It does. We don't mix. Blue Ridge Parkway. I know what that is. That's taking me down North Carolina way, and that should end me out in Charlotte, which is still a good piece from here because it's still saying 4 hours. But I think I know where the end point is going to be. It's going to be, at least I don't have to go through Dillon, pass south of the border and all of that stuff because I'm not a big fan of going that way. It just seems like it takes forever to get up the interstate to Columbia. So, and it's getting dark already. You know, that's the thing about the fall. We have shorter days and longer nights. So, when I say I'm over it, please believe me, my face is getting fat. Jesus Christ. But I might as well blab with y'all while I'm stuck in this traffic. I'm trying to revamp this channel. Once this goes on my YouTube, this will be the first video that I've posted in well over a year. Probably going on 2 years now. That's the thing with me. I can tend to be really inconsistent. And I'm trying to work on that. There's no need to be inconsistent, especially where my dreams and my visions and my goals are concerned. That side is moving so good. Meanwhile, we're just stuck over here. But it was the opposite a couple 100 miles back. But I'm just going to say thank you, Jesus, because whatever it is, he's keeping us from. That's what my mom always say. He's keeping us from something when there's a delay, so thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm finally seeing some homes in the mountains. And when I say coming this way, you can see how the other half lives, and I don't mean that in a good way. I mean, I guess it's good to have shelter, roof over your head, clothes on your back, but Lord Jesus, it's a time out here. I see nothing but mountains ahead of me. I was trying to drive fully daylight, but it does not look like I'm going to make it. I watched the sunrise this morning. I'm going to watch it set this evening. That's a negative or a positive, depending on how you look at it. So many trucks. So many trucks. I think my problem is with driving this is that I can't wait for one state to end before I get into another. Like, after I start driving in the state for miles and miles and miles and ready to get out, you know, Virginia went like this. Not Virginia, I'm sorry.
We found a faster route via I-77 South, which saves 8 minutes. If you prefer to stay on the current route, tap number thanks.
Hold on, y'all. They said they found a better route. Let me hop off and get there. Right, I'm back. Seems like I'm in a bit of a conundrum. And if you made it this far in the video, drop one of these in the comments so that I'll know that you made it this far. So I have a conundrum. If I go this way, exit 143, then I'm out of the traffic, but it adds 8 minutes. But if I go and stay on 81 South, the GPS is saying I'm in a 15-minute slowdown for construction, but it's supposed to shave off 8 minutes. So do I wait the 15 minutes or add the 8 minutes? I think I know the answer, but I'm gonna just do, yeah, I'm gonna take this exit 143 because this traffic is, I'm trying to beat as much of nightfall as I can. I'm in a little town called Boone Mill. I'm not sure if it's in Virginia or North Carolina. I think it's right on the cusp. But it took me about 10 seconds to realize that I'm actually, this time, riding in the mountains. Like the Blue Ridge Mountains. I'm not on the outskirts anymore. I was wondering why everything looked so, for lack of a better term, backwoods. I am in the mountains. I'm Boone Mill. I gotta look that up when I get home. Never heard of it. Again, I'm not sure if it's North Carolina or Virginia. I know I'm about probably 5 or 6 miles outside of Rocky Mount. Oh, 10 miles out of Rocky Mount. I promise you, the more I progress on this road, the longer the road becomes. It is the strangest thing. I know I just drove a good 20 miles, and I was only 19 miles away from Rocky Mount. So why am I still 10 miles away from Rocky Mount? I don't know if mountain time, that's probably why, y'all, because guess what? That mountain time is like behind us or in front. Look, I'm trying to rationalize it in my head. Otherwise, I'm going to go crazy because I am so sick of driving these long distances only to still be where it said I was like 20 miles ago. What the heck is going on? But driving through the mountains is something different because, like, you see all of this crazy behind architecture and how these homes are situated in the rocks and in the trees, and you know, they make roads going through the mountains, and it takes you a minute to realize it because, you know, when you think mountains, you think rocks and formations and everything, but no, it's the way that the hills are rolling. You can tell that you are in the mountains, and I was like, oh snap. And I don't like official looking vehicles like that being behind me. Let me get out the fast lane. Take my behind on over here. You can go right on ahead, sir. Enjoy the road. Yep, that is definitely the police. See that blue stripe, that thin blue line. You know how that goes. You can have that. But it's crazy because, like, you just ascending, and the roads get higher and higher, and then they like swoop down. Nothing like you see in the movies where you like on those twists and turns, but definitely you can feel yourself climbing and going down. I just thought that was interesting. I just drove past a place called the Lucky $2 Hotel. Apparently it's $2 an hour. The amount of bed bug fleas and STDs you're gonna wake up with when you leave up out of there, baby. Okay, all that glitters is not gold. And why is it $2 an hour? I get that we are in Appalachia, or whatever you want to call this place, but why is it $2 an hour? So that's the question that needs answered, because $2 an hour, there's nothing good going to come out of it. Nothing. And these rolling hills remind me of wrong turn. It's a Dollar General, I swear. Every 5 miles, it is a Dollar General. You know, like I said earlier, the more things change, the more they stay the same. Still in the mountains. And I'm embarrassed to admit that I never put 2 and 2 together that Rocky Mount was a mountain town. I mean, it's in the name, Nike. It's in the name. I didn't put it together. I think I'm delirious now, though. Rocky Mount is about 4 hours. Well, according to the calculations, 3 hours and 53 minutes from South Carolina. My home in South Carolina, anyway. Which is still 4 hours. So it's like, am I losing time? Am I gaining? I'm asking this question again because I just don't understand it. The more ground I cover, the more time I pick up. I will never, ever, 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 ever take this route again. Should have just went on 95. Here I go, trying to be fancy, trying to avoid tolls. It's another thing, New Jersey. Get rid of them. What? You're not using the tolls to fix the roads. You're not using it to beautify the state or make it better. What, at this point, are there toll roads for? I don't understand. That's what started this whole debacle of me taking this back road. I did want to go to West Virginia, yeah, so I'm not going to blame it completely on that. But a lot of the motive was me trying to avoid the toll roads, because if you don't have the change, they'll send you for 25 cents. They will send you a bill in the mail for $25 for hopping the tolls. I don't have time. And yes, I have a little bit of change in here, but just in case, because I didn't know how many there were. Probably wasn't even that many, but I wasn't taking no chances. So I said I'm just taking the back roads. I think in South Carolina we have one toll road, and that's going up Greenville, Spartanburg area, and that's way up there. I don't know what that's for either, but you know, I don't make the rules. But if I don't see another mountain for a long time, it'll be good. It'll be real, real good. Waiting on another mile 5 marker. See another Dollar General. Might just stop that time. But I need to Like, I'm not hungry. I think I have hit my peak of food. Simply because this time thing has irritated me to no end. And I'm not going to feel better until I see like an hour. And even that is a stretch, but it'll make me feel better versus these 3 and 4 hours. Because, I mean, I promise I've driven that at least 3 times. And it's still registering on the GPS. I don't understand. But there are mountains in front of me, mountains behind me. That's all I see. And at first I was like, oh, this is the scenic route. It's going to be so. Now I'm like, get me out of here. Get my children out of here. Get my children out of here. Take them out. Oh, there's a cemetery up there. I promise you, people live life differently all over the country. Yes, they do. But it's like when you see things like this, it makes you appreciate the little slice of heaven that you have. And it's not terrible. I mean, it's beautiful in its own way, like my grandmother would say. But, oh, look, y'all. There we go again, squirrel. That's that ADHD coming out again, I seen. They got ices up ahead. About 2 miles, that'll be nice. Something cold on my throat. But then again, I don't know how I feel about, oh, my ears popping. There it is. The elevation must be rising. No lie, I just crossed the North Carolina state line, like, not even a minute ago. All this time I thought I was in North Carolina. Rocky Mount, Greensboro, all of that. I seen all of that. This is confusing. No wonder I kept seeing signs for Virginia this and Virginia that. But I thought Rocky Mount was in North Carolina. What the heck is going on? I am confusion. That's what I am. I'm not even confused. I am confusion. Because how the heck was I in Rocky Mount but still in Virginia? Make it make sense. Because when I'm on 95 and we get to Rocky Mount, we're in North Carolina about to cross over to the Virginia state line. See, that's why they say talk it through. But still, no, that's considered North Carolina. And the GPS just said, welcome to North Carolina. I'm like, and then I see the sign off to the right that says I'm in North Carolina. What the heck is going on? It's like I'm losing time and then I'm gaining time. And again, I get it. Mountain time is different. I don't know how to go. Like we just crossed the space-time continuum or something. I can't think of the name of that phenomenon right now where you like lose time. But that's what I'm doing. I'd have been there. Instead, I have about 3 hours left. Honey, you don't understand the relief I just felt when I saw Charlotte city limits. Okay. Let me turn this light on real quick. You can't really see me, but baby, I am celebrating in my spirit. Okay, I'm back on southern roads. I know these roads. I'm out of the mountains. I'm only about an hour out from home, maybe an hour and 10, 15 minutes at the most. But I am so freaking relieved. This has been the longest journey of my life, save for the time when we tried to drive home from Boston, knocked out, sleeping. Rest in peace, Uncle D. I'd do it all again, but baby, this was a lot. This was a whole heck of a lot. But I made it to Charlotte. I can do this with my eyes closed. You know, this is my stomping grounds here. Okay, guys, editing Nike here. I have been home for quite some time now, and I just realized I never closed out this video. Today is, I believe, October the 21st. Don't hold me to that because dates and times don't work so well right now with me. But anyway, it's been quite a while since I've been back. I've been meaning to put this video out for a while, but I just found the time. But I'm just so glad to be back home. Thank God I made it safely. No mishaps, no hurt, harm, or danger. I'm going to miss all my family in New Jersey, my friends. Sorry to the ones I did not get to see. But if you're seeing this, it's all love. I'm going to close it out here because this is about 16 hours of driving, shaved down to just a little bit over an hour. But that's that. I'm officially uploading this to NikeTV, and we'll see where we can get started. Thank you for watching.